These guys were like, I guess they call them the Nihilus or something. Like, they were doing victory tours before they even played one game and parades, and you've never seen that type of energy from a team that hadn't accomplished anything.
All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. Hope you all having a good day so far. Saddle up. This is going to be a long one, I think, but this is going to be really, really interesting. Real quick, before I get into anything, this is from the Bleacher Report, and this one is titled how 2011 Mavs beat Kobe's Lakers, LeBron's Heat in a historic NBA title run with Jason Terry. And I am totally excited to watch this with you guys. This just came out a couple of days ago, I believe. And yeah, it's going to be like 25 minutes of Jason Terry going through, I guess, the one of, if not the most historic NBA Finals run, like NBA playoffs runs of all time. Because, yeah, he had to go through, not only did he had to go through the two-time champs, you know, going for a three-peat with the Lakers, he also had to go through a young OKC with Harden, KD, and Russ. And then to get to the finish line, and you have to go against the Miami Big Three. Excuse my voice there. It's insane what they had to do in this one. It's so crazy. I don't even remember who they played in the first round, but I'm sure we'll go through that. So anyways, you guys, welcome to the video. Hope you guys grab a snack and a drink and all that good stuff, because I think this is going to be a fun ride, especially with the end of this being them beating the Miami Big Three. Like, I mean, I've been waiting for somebody who was involved in that to really, like, just talk about it, because that was the craziest thing I've ever seen in basketball history, was them pulling off that victory. And then LeBron, you know, basically solidifying his LeChoke position in this series with his 8 points and whatever. Anyways, guys, let's get to it. I don't want to do too long of an intro. It's going to be a long video. Guys, I'm linking the original video from Bleacher Report down below in the description for you. So if you want to check out the channel, link is down below. Hopefully this doesn't get copyright claimed, and more importantly, hopefully this doesn't get blocked. But there's only one way to find out. So I'm going to do my part, and hopefully it gets out there to you guys, but let's find out, guys. Hit that hype button, hit that like button if you could. I'd appreciate it. And shout out to channel members. I appreciate you all. Let's rock.
This is Jason Terry.
Like, I spoke it into existence.
2011 NBA champion with the Dallas Mavericks.
We just had to edge up.
He's going to take you through their entire championship run.
There was nothing you could do to stop this group.
Yeah, how many of you guys know before this season, he tattooed Larry O'Brien championship trophy on his arm? Like, he was serious about winning this one.
Presented by State Farm.
It still, like, to this moment brings goosebumps back. I'm Jason Terry. Welcome to the run.
And I'm glad they got JT to talk about this, because I feel like he's one of those who's going to tell it as it is. He's not going to worry about, like, being, you know, politically correct, or like make sure he's being sensitive to everyone's feelings. I think he's proud and he wants to talk about this.
The 2010-11 Mavericks were defined by experience. But despite 10 straight playoff appearances, the franchise was still searching for its first title. Dirk Nowitzki had come closest in 2006. Now, 5 years later, Dirk was still chasing that first ring. Yep. The regular season was filled with ups and downs. A league-high 12-game win streak, another all-NBA season from Dirk, but also injuries, including losing starting forward Caron Butler to a season-ending knee injury. The Mavs finished the season with a 57-25 record. As the third seed in the West going into the 2011 playoffs, Dallas prepared for a new run.
Third seed, huh? So what was it? LA and OKC? Or was it San Antonio?
Questions about the Dallas Mavericks. Are they too old? Are they tough enough? Will they have another early season bow out in the playoffs?
Well, we never bought into the too old narrative, because 3 or 4 of us, myself, Sean Marion, he had been an all-star, Dirk, obviously MVP, all-star, so we're experienced.
Yeah.
We're not old. Our point guard, Jason Kidd, was older, but he was so wise and beyond his years.
Jason Kidd was he the only one who was in the NBA Finals and he was there twice, right? With New Jersey. Oh no, but you got no. Never mind. I'm so sorry. The majority of Dallas had been to the finals. Sean Marion had never been to the finals, but he'd been deep into the playoffs multiple times with the Suns. So yeah, these guys were battle tested and ready for sure. They had all the experience.
Experienced team will always think that they're the favorite. Like, we never thought about being the underdog. Now, our first year in 2006, we were the dark horse underdog. We didn't even think about the finals. We just were happy to make it to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
This time, we expected to be there. And so we felt like the time is now. And that was actually our mantra throughout our playoff run. The time is now.
The time is now.
First up for the Mavericks were the Portland Trailblazers, led by star power forward LaMarcus Aldridge. Dallas won both games 1 and 2 at home with dominant performances from Dirk. But when the series moved to Portland for game 3, the Blazers fought hard.
Oh yeah, Brandon Roy. So that was their first round.
Physicality, causing the Mavs to drop their first game of the series. In game 4, the Mavericks seemed to be taking back control, up 23 points with a minute left in the third. Enter Brandon Roy.
So happy Sean Marion and Jason Kidd got their championships. Everybody else too, of course. But you know, those were Phoenix Suns that I was always rooting for.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh.
The greatest player to come out of Washington State, Brandon Roy.
Yeah, if y'all don't remember Brandon Roy before the injuries, man, you're missing out on something. He was on an elite level, elite path.
In that finals run, this was our toughest matchup, and it was in the first round. And I just hated it was against us. He had one of his greatest moments, but this was a battle. We could not stop him.
Roy, over Dirk.
Literally, we were up 23 or something in the first half.
Jump shooting monster.
I was having a great game. It was like, okay, we about to finish these boys off. The series is over. And then B. Roy just turned back the clock. Like you see, we had multiple defenders. Everybody got some of it. I guarded him. Sean guarded him.
Oops.
Tyson switched out on him. And you could not stop him. So, like, I don't know what was going through his mind, but our mind was like, bro, we got to double team. We got to change the strategy, do something.
Yeah, this video's totally getting copyright claimed. Shout out to channel members. I appreciate you guys very, very much.
And Coach Carlo just kept saying, no, guard him, guard him. Like, we trying.
Yeah, poor Jason Kidd.
Can't guard him right now. He's cooking.
Jason Kidd sticking with him too, but that sucks, man. Old J Kidd trying to keep up with Brandon Roy.
And we still had a chance. Like, I still had a chance to win, so I was disappointed in that. Hi, Mom. Oh, see, that hurt too. This was the longest film session in the history of basketball. Like, after this game, Carlisle literally, we watched like an hour and a half of film. We watched the whole second half, first of all. We probably seen every B-Roy bucket that he gave us. So he made it like stick. Like, no, y'all gonna watch this. It's gonna hurt. That's when the media started talking locally, like, okay, these are the same old Mavericks. They're about to get backdoor swept. Portland's gonna come back and beat them. You just like, nah, the time is now. That's not happening.
Just a bump in
The
the road.
Mavericks would not let the Blazers win another game, and a 33-point showing from Dirk led the Mavs to finish off the series in 6. Now they advance to the Western Conference semifinals.
Imagine this. Yeah, no big deal. Yeah, no, this Lakers team just won 2 straight championships. And really, I mean, you could say they went to 3 straight finals, but they just won 2 straight. Like, what?
The back-to-back champion Los Angeles Lakers. And who did Jason Terry get to defend? Reigning finals MVP,
Mamba.
Kobe Bryant.
That sucks.
The way he's looking at me, though, is crazy. Like,
Let me see that again. Oh, yeah. Look at how he's looking down at him. Freaking Kobe with his mind games. He's looking right into Jason Terry's eyes, like right through his soul.
The way he's looking at me, though, is crazy. Like, if this little boy don't get off me, like, this is a cold picture. I need a copy of this.
Dude, yeah, he's looking at him like it's a little chihuahua guarding him.
You knew with Kobe, like, for whatever defensive tactic you had, he had a counter. Some of the games I had against him are just blackouts. Like, because you knew you had to bring it. If you didn't, you're going to literally die on the court. Also, in this game, he made it a point to tell me, Jet, like, you too close. Like, why you so close to me? I said, bro, I got to stay on you. He said, but it's nothing you can do.
Damn.
Like, he would say little stuff like that to you, like, bro, we just a game going on. Like, you having a whole conversation.
That's
what are you
cold.
talking about? First of all, I didn't say nothing to you. Second of all, like, bro, just play the game. But he always would have little stuff like that. And then he wouldn't say nothing else for like 2 quarters. Just a killer, man. There was a saying that we always use in the locker room. The road to a championship always goes through the champion. And so we knew to be champions, we had to defeat the Lakers.
Game 1 in Los Angeles looked like it was slipping away when the Lakers built a 16-point lead in the third quarter. But the Mavs clawed back into the game with their defensive intensity, securing 2 key steals in the final 30 seconds. Kobe missed a potential game winner, and the Mavericks escaped with a 96-94 victory. Game 2 made one thing clear. The Lakers could not stop Dirk. His 24 points led all scorers. But the Mavs...
Lamar Odom had the assignment. Damn. That's a big height advantage, especially with that fadeaway. But Lamar Odom was probably the best defender on this roster. Except for, Ron Artest, right? Ron Artest could have been a good assignment. But Lamar Odom had a longer reach because of his long-ass arms. That's a hard choice. I would probably cycle back and forth between the two.
Strength went deeper than their superstar. Their depth continued to come up big. JJ Barea's playmaking and Brendan Haywood's defense providing a spark that helped lift Dallas to a 93-81 win.
Man, JJ Barea and Jason Terry will always live on. Always live on because of what they did to freaking LeBron and the Heat.
Back in Dallas for Game 3, it was more of the same.
That's the real JJ.
32 points and 9 rebounds, plus an offensive boost from Jason Terry and Peja Stojakovic off the bench, brought the Mavericks to a 98-92 victory.
Yo, I always forget Peja was on this team. In my head, he played his whole career over in Sacramento, but I know that's so far off. He also had a stint in New Orleans as well. But that's always where I imagine him. So glad he won a championship too, man.
After 3 straight wins, Dallas was at home with a chance to complete.
Yeah, crazy what they did to the champs.
How you doing, JT?
The Mother's Day massacre was insane. Like, I can literally remember the meal I had. I took my mother to eat. I took her to the International House of Pancakes. Banana pancakes, extra syrup, side of bacon, and then you get to the game, you're in your locker, you're listening to your headphones. Like, it was the ultimate moment where you're in the zone. People talk about being in the zone. Like, I was literally in the zone. My first shot was wide open. I was wide open. Like, there was nobody within 10 feet from me, and it was all net. See? Wide open.
Oh, yeah.
Bang. The hoop was an ocean after that. Like, I literally could toss it up as going.
That's a good day.
How about Terry again?
This is like shooting at the playground in the park. You just catch and shoot wide open.
It looks like, they're leaving them open.
I do this in my sleep. And then Peja came in. He's hitting.
Oh, no.
JJ's hit. Like, it just kept going. We look up, we're up 30. Phil's just sitting over there. He wasn't whistling. He was just sitting there, just taking it. And Kobe was quiet. That's the first time you ever seen Kobe, like, just... He had no response.
That's how you know it's a beatdown. If Kobe's quiet and Phil is just smiling, like in disbelief. Like, what the hell is happening here?
Offensively, we figured out a way that we could attack them. If we can spread them out and put our shooters in certain spots, like either both corners or the high quad, and allow JJ to break the defense down in pick and roll, their defense was always over-rotating, helping. All he had to do was break the paint and spray it outside, and he could really pick his poison on which one he wanted to pass to. I just happened to be the recipient on a lot of those. And for us to
they created a triple threat from the looks of it and from the sound of it, because... Yeah, they're penetrating to the basket constantly, so you have to collapse on that. You got the mid-range covered by Dirk, so like you know it's not just like kind of how it is modern basketball where it's either at the basket or it's at the 3-point line, but then you have the wing shooters out there prepared to shoot too. So that's what do you do on that? What do you do on that except for not help at all and just like pray that man-to-man can get you through it? But yeah, good luck. Especially when you got fast players like they do between JJ and Jason Terry, they can get to the basket really, really quickly. Good operation, man. Good game plan. And I mean, it needs to be said more. You know, like I like to give them so much credit for what they did in the finals against Miami, but second round, look what they did to the 2-time champs, like Kobe's team. This Dallas Mavericks team is. they should. Well, I don't want to say they should get a lot more credit than they do.
On which one he wanted to pass to. I just happened to be the recipient on a lot of those. And for us, it gave us the ultimate confidence. If there was any doubt that crept in, there wasn't within the group, but from the outside, maybe some of the fan base, now they're starting to believe too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is our year. This is it.
The Mavericks were about to get the perfect chance to squash the narrative that they were too old as they prepared to face the Oklahoma City Thunder in the Western Conference Finals. This was an ultimate clash of the eras. The veteran Mavericks versus an up-and-coming OKC team led by Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden, all under 23 years old. Game 1 belonged
Shout out to their GM or president of basketball operations or whatever. Brilliant mind to put these lineups together. Did it again with the modern OKC team. Freaking genius.
Dirk. He had his greatest playoff performance yet, scoring 48 points on 12 of 15 shooting in a
12 of 15 shooting? Game 1? Wow, that's a statement.
Historic 24 of 24 from the line.
Wow.
To lead the Mavericks to victory.
Game 1 was huge, but this one I realized Dirk's on a whole nother level. And he was serving them up. Where he's hitting his shots from, the night before every game, we would go to those same spots. I'd be on this end, he's on that end. The moves he's doing, I'm watching this play out, and he's practicing like a performance. It's a theatrical performance. And I get to see it before it happens. You can't get caught up, but you do get caught up and kind of sitting back watching and forgetting because it's greatness and it's looking so good and so smooth. But then you got to snap back out of it. I have moments where you sitting on the weak side, watching, oh my God, he's about to cook it. And he's just surgically getting to where he wants to get to on the floor. And it reminds you of Jordan, Kobe, Bird. All the great players do it. They get to their spot. There's nothing you can do.
Yes.
But the Thunder,
man, I'm so glad Jason Terry's the one doing this. That's so cool. Yeah, man, people don't give Dirk enough credit. I mean, yeah, he won one championship, but dude, if people just knew how disgustingly tough the West was back then, just to get to the finals felt like an accomplishment. And they got there twice and won one. Yeah, Dirk was that guy. I always feel kind of sad because the Suns never got to the finals in that era. And it's not because we weren't good enough. It's literally the West was so stacked at that point that, yeah, if you went to the finals, you were the champion, essentially, when you came out of the West during this era.
we're not going to go
props to Dirk, props to the Mavs.
Down without a fight. OKC shot 56% from the field, and the Big Three combined for 65 as they won Game 2, stealing home court. In Game 3,
I miss when KD used to attack the basket.
The story was defense. The Mavs held the Thunder to 36% shooting from the field, stealing one on the road to go up 2-1. But in Game 4, the Thunder got their mojo back and found themselves up 15 with under 5 minutes to go. But the Mavericks had one key thing that the Thunder didn't: experience.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, this was a young OKC team.
Now we all know who these guys have come to be, like all Hall of Famers. Westbrook, KD, James. Hall of Famers, no doubt. But in that time frame, in that moment, they weren't quite there yet on that level.
Nah, they were still kids back then, yeah.
They were excited, they was happy to be there, and they were still trying to figure out kind of who they were individually. So they weren't quite together as a unit mentally where they were. We just had the edge up. An inexperienced team will fold in those situations. Us, we thrived in it. It was like, oh, 13? Oh, that's nothing.
3, Mark Collison, the rebound, back to Durant. Bang! Largest lead of the night.
See what I'm saying? Like, the youth is showing, they celebrating. It's 5 minutes left.
Yeah, I always say the same thing too, man. Don't celebrate till it's over. Oh, man, because the other team's watching.
What you celebrating? I get it, you're up 10, you're excited. But there Dirk go right there. I mean, there he is, getting right to his spot. Look, bang.
Yeah.
You're up 10, how you give up a walk-up 3 to Dirk Nowitzki?
And now I know there might be some of you, like maybe younger than me, who don't understand the psychology of don't celebrate till it's over. Here's why. Well, one, you're pissing off the other team. You're giving them extra motivation when you don't need to be doing that right now. You need to be securing the win. 2, What happens the second that you get into a celebratory mode mentally? What happens? Your guard is down. You feel like you've already accomplished something. So at that point, you're not giving it 100% anymore. You have stopped killing for the day. You're not hunting anymore. So guess what happens? Yeah, when your guard is down, the other team who you just now poked with a stick and pissed them off, well, on a good night, they're gonna come back and kick your ass, man. You know, and it's like you getting your ass kicked with your pants down because you let yourself be vulnerable.
I mean, we just walked them down.
Alley-oop to Marion, deflected by Ibaka, and we go to overtime.
Once they let us get to overtime, we knew we had it.
Okay. So I don't remember exactly how this plays out, but I assume they're going to get their ass kicked in overtime now because their guard is down.
Like, you just gave up a 10-point lead. A young team is not going to respond well to that. I don't care if they're at home or on the road. Like, they're not going to respond well because literally you've seen the celebration. They thought the game was over. Yep. We like, nah, the game just started. Like, we down 10? Okay, cool. We've been here before. Yeah. But I'll give a lot of credit to J Kidd because I'm temperamental. I get emotional. In a timeout, we're down 10. I'm probably hitting guys in the chest like, man, come on, man. Just getting. He's like, hey, relax. We got this. Mm-hmm. And he was always the common voice that would settle everybody in and have us engaged and locked into the moment.
Yeah. That's why they put him in the Olympics with J Kidd, that is, with what's his name, Kobe and LeBron. Basically, he was the captain. So J Kidd was like, he was that guy. He was the leader. He was the captain, even though he wasn't like the star player by any means. Kobe was there to set the example, and he did a great job of that. But yeah, J Kidd was there to make sure everybody's cool, everyone's calm, you know, the team is unified and all that. And I haven't heard much outside of the Olympics about him playing that role, but I guess here we are. Jason Terry's confirming it. He did this for the Mavericks as well.
Their backs against the wall, the Thunder put up a fight until the very end of Game 5.
Oh, really?
13 points off the bench. Durant catch and shoot three. Big bucket.
All right, so they snapped out of it.
But a 26-point performance from Shawn Marion gave Dirk the support he needed to close out the brightest young team in the league in a 100-96.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt. But that's a lesson. You don't celebrate till the buzzer rings.
The Dallas Mavericks.
And even then, you shouldn't be celebrating until the series is over, really. But you know.
To the NBA Finals. Their opponent, the Miami Heat.
Yeah.
The same team.
Okay, guys, so here it is. Here's the final chapter. You get through all of that crap. You think you got it easy? Nope. We got the most lopsided team in NBA history at this point, and you got to get through them. It's crazy, man.
They crushed their finals.
Okay. And I thought there was no shot for the Dallas Mavericks to win this series, but I'll tell you, I was rooting for them so hard, glued to my TV watching this series, just begging for Dallas to win this. Man, what a time.
In 2006, except now.
Here. I'll back it up. Here we go.
The NBA Finals. Their opponent, the Miami Heat. The same team that crushed their finals dreams in 2006, except now they also had LeBron James.
And and Chris Bosh. What's up with the disrespect, man?
These guys were like, I guess they called them the Heatles or something.
Yeah.
Like, they were doing victory tours before they even played one game.
Yeah. We already won. We don't even have to play no more games. So true. And what this did was piss off the entire league. It pissed off all the fans. It pissed off the whole league. Because who's going to have a celebration and a party like you just won a championship before you played one game? I'm so glad Jason Terry said that.
These guys were like, I guess they called them the Heatles or something. Like, they were doing victory tours before they even played one game and parades, and you've never seen that type of energy from a team that hadn't accomplished anything. So as we watched that play out that summer when they were putting it together, that was all the motivation we all needed.
Yep.
We're like, okay, let them talk about them. If we happen to show up and play against them in the finals, we're going to see who come out on top.
Yep.
Miami Heat take game one of the NBA
you don't
finals.
celebrate before the season starts.
Not winning the first one, we're like, okay. It's a series. They have home court advantage. Our job is to win one of
Dude,
them.
I forget just how good Dirk was at the free throw line. It's like every game he's going perfect from the line.
First two. Because all we were looking for was intel and information to justify what we already knew. Is that, okay, you got to keep them out of transition. Got to take care of the basketball. You got to slow them down, make them play half court. But then you get out there and you're like, oh shit, no, you can't turn the ball over. Shit, they one dribble, they're on the rim. Like they're throwing alley-oops, they jump. These boys is, I don't know what LeBron's vertical was at that time in D-Wade, but athletically, there was nothing you could do to stop this group.
For sure.
If you turn the ball over, if you allowed them to get out in transition.
Yeah, it's true. Those fast breaks were impossible. Like, just get out the way. Because, those were absolute monsters at attacking the basket.
But now we had to go through it to see it. So now game two comes and we start off the same way. We're like, God damn it, we knew we can't turn the ball over. Like we're giving them easy opportunities.
Oh, game two, notorious. Remember what we talked about earlier about not celebrating early? All right, I'll keep my mouth shut. I'm just gonna preface it with that. Let's see what JT has to say about it.
And it took 3 quarters for us in game two to settle in. And again, we get to the point where we're down again. So I don't know what it is about being down with our group, but we had to look Depp in the face. Okay, now hold on. No. We're down 10. Relax. Let's do what we came to do. And then we locked in. In that moment, I think it was 5 minutes left. Here they go again. They're celebrating.
There it is.
I'm watching D-Wade throw his punches at Bron. They celebrating all in front of the bench. And I'm looking look, man. First of all, nobody likes to show off.
Yep.
Second of all, they're not taking this from us in this moment. So let's lock in and do what we got to do and get out of here with a victory.
Dude, there it is. That's the extra motivation, man. Again, that's why I always take that so seriously when I see a team celebrating prematurely. You just don't do it. Don't do it. Wait till you win.
5 minutes was crazy.
Look at it. Now they're filling up. They're pissed.
Outlet, layup, bucket, Dirk, fadeaway. And it just kept happening. They're missing. We're coming down scoring. And that fast, we come back and knock them off.
Series tied 1-1, a familiar enemy arose in Dallas in Game 3. Dwayne Wade led the way for the Heat with 29 points and 11 rebounds. But it was a Chris Bosh go-ahead bucket with 39 seconds remaining that sealed the victory.
Bosh, a clutch basket there.
Dirk missed a jump shot as time expired that would have tied the game and forced overtime, giving the Heat the 88-86 victory. Then, down 2-1, the Mavs get news that could change everything.
Yeah.
Our routine is the night before each game, he and I are going to come in late. We're going to shoot. I'm on this end. He's on that end. We're going to get our routine in.
I wonder if they're going to talk about the choke thing that Dwayne Wade and LeBron did. Because once again, adding extra gasoline to the fire.
He didn't do his routine. So I'm like, man, what's going on? So then I'm like, must be tired. He'll figure it out. So the next morning we get there, he's already back with the trainer. And he just ain't looking good. Got the towel over his head. He's got the cold shakes. And so they're like, well, he gonna sit out a shoot around, see if he can get ready for the game. I'm like, oh shit, he might not even play. He's that sick. And I'm already in my mind going through it because game 3, I didn't have a good game. And the media started poking at me. And they had brought a quote to me that they said Dirk said, whether he said it or not, who knows, but it's Jet ain't been showing up. And that's all I needed to hear. What? I ain't showing up? Are you crazy? Okay, I got something for you. So I wasn't really talking to nobody. But then to know that he was sick and all that, okay, he needs me. I got to show up.
That's a hell of a teammate, dude.
Could tell, he didn't want to disappoint us. He didn't want to disappoint the city. And he's like, in this moment, I got to get sick. He never gets sick. I mean, he literally walks around with the salute to, what is that, saline? And he's got all the tricks to stay healthy. He never gets sick.
Saline eye drops help you not get sick? Is that a thing? I never knew if it is.
And he's thinking in this moment, I'm looking in his eyes, he's like, in this moment, I can't be sick. I'm about to fight through this. Once we got to the game and it was tip off and he was in uniform, we were good. We're like, sick or not, he's coming to play. We're going to show up. This is a pivotal game in the series. It's 2-1. I don't know what the analytics say, but I know if you go down 3-1, it's not looking good for you. And so we knew we had to show up. And I think the numbers will show in 2011, we were the best zone team in basketball. And so we knew we had that in our bag. This is at a point in LeBron's career where he didn't quite have the consistent jump shots yet, so he didn't really trust it. So we knew he wanted to get to certain spots on the floor, but if we can set our zone defense where he could see a wall of 3 guys and 3 bodies, he would be less likely to attack. When we were in man,
he's talking about it.
And we want to look like a zone. You can see this picture here. It looks like a 1-2-2 zone where you have 3 guys in front of the isolated offensive player. So he has to see 3 bodies. Again, great players, they see 1 guy, they don't even see you. They see the basket. But now if you put 2 extra defenders there, there's something else for him to look at. He doesn't know if we're gonna trap. It definitely closed down the driving lanes. And so it puts a little indecision in his isolation game.
Dude, that's the thing I always talk about with it, which is his major weakness. Excuse me. San Antonio exploited it in whatever, like 06 or whatever. And then Boston exploited him as well, and Dallas was the 3rd team to really do this against him in a situation like this, which is a simple situation. Like he broke it down. At this point, LeBron was not confident in his jump shot whatsoever. That's why we all criticized him. Like, dude, get a jumper. Like, figure it out, because all he would do is try to attack, go down the middle. But then these teams that I just listed, they knew to collapse on him the second that he went down the middle. Now he's going to either force up a bad shot or take a clumsy pass, dish out, and probably get a turnover, which we know what happened in all of these series. He shot about like high 20s, low 30s in the percentages for his field goals, and he got a buttload of turnovers. It was a great game plan. I never heard an NBA player actually talk about it. We've all seen it with our eyes. We knew it was happening. But to hear Jason Terry just break it down that simply, he didn't have a good jumper. We knew he was coming down the middle, so we collapsed on his ass. End of strategy. Because LeBron didn't have a counterattack for it. That is cool.
Lanes. And so it puts a little indecision in his isolation game. D-Wade is a monster at that particular time in his career. There's no defensive game plan you could do to stop him. Like, we tried, did not work. So we want to focus our energy more on LeBron and kind of eliminate what Chris Bosh could do. It started with Bond.
I mean, think about it. Just a couple of years prior to this, they had their whole team guarding D-Wade, and it was unsuccessful. So, and what else did I want to say? If Miami would have won this series, by the way, we all know, everyone who watched it, we all know, it was clear Dwayne Wade was going to be Finals MVP. He was the guy that year.
And the adjustments worked. Dallas held LeBron to just 8 points in Game 4, his lowest scoring playoff performance yet. Meanwhile, Dirk fought through his fever and dropped 21 points to lead the Mavericks to an 86-83 victory. The series was now tied heading into Game 5. The Mavericks' motto defined the moment perfectly. The time is now.
JJ Barrera.
So every game from Game 4 on, we treated it as if it was Game 7. This was a win-or-go-home type mentality. This was an extreme focus. This was no distractions. This is cell phones are off. Ticket requests are down. Like, if you didn't already have your ticket, don't call none of us. We're not answering. We're not Sports Center. There's no USA Todays in the locker room. Back in the day, they got the newspapers. There's no local newspapers. It's strictly game plan, then it's rest. You're getting your rest. But it's a sheer focus and intent is Game 7 mentality, win or go home.
Oh, did y'all hear me cough? I think I'm sick.
I can't believe they're doing it. Yeah. All right. I want to see what he has to say about this one.
Jokes. See, you got jokes. See, I'm like that, though. See, I'm a little sarcastic with my joking, and I totally understand what they're doing. It's a little joke between them two. But to catch it on camera is crazy because then they actually showed that to us. Now, we didn't need the extra motivation, but seeing it, did it give us a little nudge? Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Game 5, JJ goes insane.
There's so many psychological lessons in this video. I absolutely love this.
Puerto Rican Allen Iverson.
Hold on, wait, what?
JJ goes insane.
Yep.
The Puerto Rican Allen Iverson. That was our nickname for him. He was going stupid. But that's who he was. Like, he was just such a energy, tough, competitive. It's just who he is as a person. Like, that's his DNA. It's like you talk about being an underdog. Look at him. Like, he's 5'11", 5'10", smallest dude on the court, but just tough as nails. They used to pick on JJ a lot. Like, we can go to the depths of saying bullying and stuff, but like, they would put like car seats in his in his locker, strollers, like just called him a little baby, giving him baby food. He was easy to pick on because he was the smallest dude, but he was tough. He was funny. Just a great teammate.
Oh, man.
Like, hard worker, super cerebral, understood the game, but just a fierce competitor. Like, he fit right in with the group. The only reason why you picked on him because he's like your little brother.
Dude, they got him baby food. Booster seats. Dude, I'll tell you, that's one of those make or break things. He'll either take that and he'll crumble, or he takes that and it becomes a monster.
Barea
Looks like he turned into a monster.
And 5 assists were huge for Dallas in Game 5. But it was a defensive showcase from Tyson Chandler that pushed them over the edge. In addition to his 13 points and 7 rebounds, his clutch block in the final minutes helped steer Dallas to an 112-103 Game 5 victory. The Mavericks were one win away from winning their first NBA championship.
Yeah, tell me how many this guy right there, tell me how many he scored in the fourth. Come on, man, come on. Do it.
Yeah, this was it. There would be no Game 7. I'll tell you that. Not from this group. I played in 3 or 4 Game 7s already myself to this point in my career, and understanding, like, you do not want that. An ankle, a bad call, a cold shooting night.
Yeah.
Like, anything. So when you have the opportunity to put the kill shot in, you have to go for the dagger. And our mentality was, we're going to all come dressed in black. It's going to be black suits, black shoes, black everything. Our motto was, we're going to treat this like we're going to a funeral.
Wow.
And it ain't going to be ours.
Yo, did any of you guys pick up on that? I didn't know that. That's crazy. Like, they're killing. They did. They killed the Heat. They really did.
About it, but then you don't really know how guys are going to respond, because this is the little stuff I would do, just little quirky stuff. I said it, but I didn't know if the guys was going to buy into it. It's kind of like the tattoo. Like, didn't nobody else go get a tattoo? Only me. I get off the bus as we pull up to the arena, every single guy had on black. And so I'm like, yeah, okay, we're locked in.
Hell
the game
yeah.
starts, we get going. I mean, we're off to a slow start. I think Dirk got off to a cold shooting start. Weren't really bothered by that. I check in, knowing the urgency that we needed a spark, we needed a boost, and I get hot quick. It's almost like the Laker game all over again. Like, my first shot, wide open. Second shot, didn't even see the hoop, just threw it up, goes in. I'm rolling. So that gave us a little breathing room. The road was shaky, but I came in. Deshaun Stevenson hit some big shots to kind of stabilize us and buy Dirk some time to get over the emotions of the game. And then second half, he turned it on quick. And it was over after that. I think there was a moment where it was Mario Chalmers and Deshaun Stevenson might have got into it a little bit. And then Haslam jumped in, and there was like a melee at half court, and then I walked off with my little sly smile, and D-Steve kind of looked at me, and he like,
Yeah.
The emotions of Dirk Nowitzki.
You got him.
What he's always dreamed of.
Dirk was out of there. He needed a moment. Like, I feel him on that. I didn't see him. I was down at the other end, but I've seen
he was
this
already
footage.
crying. Yeah. And not in a bad way. I mean, he was so happy, so relieved.
To know the work, the blood, the sweat, the tears that he put in to get to this point, I knew he needed a moment. He deserved that moment. It still, like, to this moment brings goosebumps back. I told you we were gonna do it. That's all I kept telling the guys, like, I told you we was gonna do it. Like, I literally, from the age 5 to current, like, I've watched every NBA Finals game. And I always would put myself in those moments as if I was one of those guys. And at the end, I'll always do the celebration. Like, how would it be to smoke the cigar, to get the champagne, to hold the trophy, to put the hat on? Like, I did it in college, did it in high school, but the NBA Finals. I look at the tattoo every morning when I wake up because it's something that I manifest. Like, I actually spoke it into existence. I think the first thing I did was went back to my room, got on my knees and prayed, and then it was party time. I think we carried the trophy through one of the famous clubs in Miami on South Beach called Club Live. Like Cubans in there, Lil Wayne was on the mic. Like, it was, you couldn't create a better scenario to win a championship, to go to a club and then have some of your famous artists in there performing and celebrating the moment with you. We made sure
that's cool.
Cube had his wallet that night. There has been some occasions now where we done been hanging now, we're in the club, Cuban's in there, and you look up and the bill comes and he's gone. And you're like, 40,000? Who's paying for that? Like, he ordered all this. And I think he set the record. He bought the biggest bottle of Ace of Spades I ever seen. It came out in wheelbarrows.
Wow.
Like wheelbarrows full of ice. The bottles had to be 3 feet tall. Incredible. Cubes, man, he deserved that though. You could tell like that moment, and I'm looking at a smile on his face right there. He's like, yeah, we got it. We got us one.
Damn, man. What a video. Wow, I hope this doesn't get blocked or anything like that, because, dude, that was such a good time. So many things that I've talked about on this channel, and so many of us have talked about, like, I mean, JT just confirmed it all. Like, that was just excellent. And honestly, like, I got a little bit of goosebumps just watching it again and like hearing his reaction, because I can't believe they did it. All these years later, I still can't believe they did it. I can't believe LeBron choked so hard. But at the same time, I can't believe what Dallas pulled off the entire playoffs. Like, not just in the finals, they kept their poise throughout the entire thing. And it was like, it's like the end of a fighting video game. You know, you get through all the regular people, and then next thing you know, it's just like impossible boss against impossible boss over and over. And then you get to the final boss, and it's like there's no way you're winning this on the first try. But they freaking did it, man. So hats off to them. Man, I have to laugh at the Miami Heat a little bit, because, you know, they did everything they could. You know, LeBron went to Miami to kind of like fix the game. And at the end of the day, I love it when people do things that give them an obvious advantage, fall on their face and lose. I'll always root for the underdog when there's somebody stacking the deck. And that's the main reason I really wanted to watch this video, was to feel that satisfaction again, just like I got to in 2011. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I know it was a long one, but hopefully you guys really enjoyed this like I did. And leave your LeChoke comments down below. I'm looking forward to seeing it and jumping in on the action. So, guys, like the video on the way out if you could. Hype it if it's not copyright claimed and you have that option. And I'd appreciate that as well. Subscribe if you want more content like this, everybody. And most importantly, is don't celebrate until the game is over. Nah, be water, my friends. Peace out.